Alrighty, Boston, let's get this thing over with. Let's go ahead and end this thing today. Let's go ahead and end this thing today. I don't even got the lights on. You don't even got the extra lights on. Come on. Boston, and I don't even want to change the scoreboard, Boston. I really don't. I really, truly do not. Here we go. Start of the game. Tatum up top, coming to his right. Off a Horford screen. By the way, if you did not see, Kristaps Porzingis is available to play. He's available. We'll see if they even need him. It's Tatum. Misses the first shot of the game. Little fall away jumper in the paint. Can't get it to go. PJ Washington over to Luka. Luka up top. Inside to PJ Washington in the post. Backing down Tatum. Leans in, flips it up to the left hand. Terrible shot. Very aggressive defense from Boston. No foul call. Luka guarding Brown. Has it on the left wing. Brown attacking. Coming to his left. Blows right past him. Gets into the paint. Kicks it out to Tatum. Extra pass to Horford. Swinging around. Derek White wide open. Left wing three. Can't get it to go. This might be the game Boston grabs, but does it really even matter? Does it even really matter? I don't think it does. Kyrie down the lane. Gets the layup to go. Okay. Cool. There you go, buddy. Jose. What's poppin', Jose? Mark Avon. What's up, Mark? Just here until the Celtics go up by 30. Sheesh, if the Celtics go up by 30, I'm out there with you, James. I'm out there with you, Mark. we gonna peace out together, buddy. Doncic down the lane. Bullies Derek White to the basket, knocks it down. It's 4-0. Forgot to credit Kyrie with his layup. It's 4-0. 10:30 to go. I mean, here we go. Daniel Berry Sports, Jonathan, Astra, Susan, Peter. What's poppin', everybody? Shirley, what's up, Shirley? Derek White attacking, kicking it out to Brown. Brown attacking to his left. Gafford forced to pick him up, but Brown goes all the way, lays it up and in over Gafford. Luka and Gafford not communicating early enough on that switch. Gafford has it up top and throws it away. Thought he was going to get it to PJ Washington, just kind of threw it out of bounds. I'm over this series, y'all. I'm rooting for the Celtics to win at this point. Let's get it over with. No more. We don't need to watch needless basketball. Basketball games after a team goes up 3-0 as Tatum knocks down a pull-up three off the screen for their second basket of the game. I forgot to credit Brown with his layup, too. Games after a team goes up 3-0 in the NBA, super useless. Super useless games. We really don't need them. We could just call the series there. If you go up 3-0 in the NBA Finals or in the conference finals, series over as PJ Washington turns it over. Horford hands it off to White. It's a 5-on-4. PJ Washington hit the floor, gets it over to Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday had a layup, kicks it out to Tatum. Tatum going along, gets fouled. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Threw up a wild shot, but that was because he got fouled. I don't have the headphones in. I really don't want them in. I don't want to listen to what the commentators have to say. Love Mike Breen. Doris and JJ, they can be cool. But we moving past this right now. Let's get this series over with, y'all. Let's do it. Let's end it tonight. Because when they end it tonight, the real offseason begins for me. We got a whole lot going on. Shirley said KP needs to sit his butt down and be happy he's getting an easy ring. The draft is the 26th and the 27th. That's a week and a half from now. Cool. We will probably tune in for the draft. Maybe the first night, maybe not the second night. I don't like that they're splitting the draft into 2 nights like that. Not a fan of that. Luka has it up top. Tatum did knock down both of his free throws. Luka attacking. Low fall-away jumper over Horford. Gets it to go. A lot of this don't really mean anything to me. I'm ready for the series to be over. Today is not a celebration. I'm celebrating, but it's not a celebration because I'm happy the Celtics are going to end up winning a title. I'm celebrating because this boring-ass series could finally be over. We can move on. We can move on with our lives. Best believe I can move on with my life because I got a whole lot planned that I want to do. As Boston turned it over, it's 7-6, under 9 minutes to go. Let's restart that timer, baby. Let's restart that timer. I'm chilling, Got the seat right here so I can rest my arm on it. We chilling. Luka pulls up for a little step back three, can't knock it down. Derek White chases down the rebound. Here comes Tatum. It's a 5-on-4 again. Derek Jones Jr. recovers, but he gets over to Brown. Brown attacking, knocks down a little floater in the lane over Kyrie. Looking for a foul call, didn't get it, but it didn't matter because he knocked down the floater anyway. Luka attacking on the other end. He goes all the way to the basket, lays it up and in, trying to answer right away. Both teams scoring 9-8. Derek White on the left wing, pump fakes, gets it up top to Tatum. Tatum coming to his right. Kyrie's going to pick him up. Tatum coming to his right again off a Horford screen. Luka switches on to him. They're going to continue to relentlessly attack Luka Doncic off the bounce. Between the legs, stepping back, keeps his dribble alive. Tatum now steps back all the way back for three. Can't get the three to go. Derek Jones Jr. comes flying in for the rebound. Derek Jones Jr. up top, over to Kyrie. Kyrie. Back to Jones Jr., slipped the screen, but Brown stays in front of him, attacking to his left, getting downhill, lays it up with the left hand, and airballs a layup. Okay, guys. All right, this series, it might be cooked, it might be over. Ball knocked out of bounds. They say Luka touched it. Oda, what's up, Oda? What's poppin', my guy? I'm really looking forward. Once the series is over, y'all, I could dismantle everything I got going on right here and start setting up something new. We could start shooting videos, start pumping some videos out this summer. Can't wait for it. Right, we'll probably go live for the draft if I got the setup ready in time, which I should. It's not too different, but I kind of want to switch things around. Give you guys a better angle. Maybe set up the other camera. We'll see what happens. As Luka misses another three, it's still 9-8, 7:30 to go here. Tatum up top. Coming to his right, over to Holiday in the corner, pump fake, stepping back. Lively goes for the pump fake. Drew Holiday cuts back door. Beautiful pass from Tatum. He slips and falls, gauges it out to Derek White. Straight away three. Comes up short. Boston missing a lot of shots right now. A lot of shots coming up short, a little too long. Kyrie attacking in transition, gets all the way to the basket. High layup, no foul call, can't get it to go. He got knocked to the floor, and then Horford eventually fouls Lively down low, grabbed the offensive rebound. But between Kyrie and Luka, both of those guys are just kind of diving at the basket, hoping for a foul call, and they're not getting it. At some point, you got to look to finish some of these plays. And for a guy who we all have always considered one of the greatest finishers around the basket, Kyrie really struggling with Porzingis in the game and without him to finish at the rim in this series. Derek Jones Jr. gets it over to Kyrie. Kyrie on the right wing, coming to his left. Kyrie has had one good game, and that was the last game, and they still couldn't win. Kyrie having a good game. Here he is attacking, gets to the left hand, knocks it down off the glass. That's a good move from Kyrie. Brown attacking to his right, slips and falls, and then they call the foul on Luka. Luka raising his hand a lot early in this game, saying, hey, that I tipped that out of bounds. Hey, that's a foul call on me. Or maybe all that media scrutiny is getting to him a little bit. He did go on that apology tour after Windhorst absolutely tore his ass down. That wasn't Boston. That was Kyrie who knocked down that little layup. And we got our first time out of the game. But if you guys want a little sneak peek of what we got going on, I'll give you guys the rundown. So my camera right now, and the setup that I have. All right, so let me just paint a picture for you real quick. I have an L desk. So the desk is shaped like this, right? Comes down, and then it comes across. I love L desks. When I got it, it made sense for what I wanted to do. Now that I've changed things around and I'm doing things differently, it doesn't make nearly as much sense. And it's also handicapping the amount of space I have in the room because the desk is kind of in the middle of the room. So in order to generate more space, I'm going to change the desk. I'm going to get a straight long desk. I don't know when I'll get that. But what I can do is I can turn the desk around, push it up against the wall, set the monitors on the backside, have the camera on the backside because the way it's set up right now, the camera right now is about in the middle of the room, which means there is a ton of space that I'm incapable of utilizing. I'm only able to utilize about half the room, which is why you could really only see me from the waist up. I'd really like to push everything back a little bit so we could have a full scope of the room. One, so we have so much more room for activities. Shout out if you get the reference. But also, it allows me more options production-wise, right? I'm kind of limited, right? Like I thought when I got this guy right here, let me move these so I don't crush them and break them. I thought, also let me move this guy because he's in the way right now. Let me also move this guy. Look, I'm cluttered right now. I got too many things here. Let me move the chair out of the way. I thought when I got this guy that I was going to be using it all the time. The issue is I have to be completely up against the wall for you guys to see the podium, right? I mean, this is a cool thing. I spent time getting this podium. I spent time setting it up, right? I even got the microphone for it. I look official sitting behind the podium. The issue is I'm up against the wall. And then if I want to get out, I might bang my head against my man Frank over here. So, I didn't really use the podium to its full extent. I really only used it a handful of times this season. I plan on using it a lot more come next season. I'm also going to, decorate this up, jazz this up just a little bit. The podium, so it's not just a regular brown podium. Maybe we could change that thing to orange and blue, if you know what I'm saying. But we will see. Time will tell. It was just a waste. It was just a waste because I really like this podium. It was a great idea. I love that I got it. I didn't use it as much because it's kind of a hassle. I even put it on wheels so I can move my podium around. But I can't stand here in the middle of the frame, in the middle of the camera, because it just doesn't look right on camera the way I want it to look. So I got to set it up a different way, right? This is the point we've gotten to with this series, by the way, where I really don't. What else do we could talk about the game if you want, of course. You let me know, but I really don't got much else to say. I'm hoping the Celtics win it tonight because I want this series to be over. I want the NBA season to officially be over. Let's move on. Let's get into some offseason stuff. The draft is coming up. Once the season ends, and I know we're not going to have a live stream for a while until at least the draft, then I can start dismantling stuff and we can get fun with it. But that's what I'm hoping for at this point, right? Now that the series, it's not officially over, it's unofficially over with the 3-0 lead as Boston comes out, executes a perfect out-of-timeout play. And gets a layup out of it. Tatum has 7 points. He's 2 for 4. With 6:20 to go. Luka has it up top, dancing with it against Tillman. Between the legs, crosses over to his right. Oh, it looks like Luka, KP might not even play because Tillman is in. As Lively knocks down a three. Is that what I just saw? Derek Lively pulled up for a corner three and knocked it down? You may have needed a little bit more of that throughout the season if he could actually confidently not just make that, but take that. As Lively contests, Tillman at the basket, almost comes up with a block. Kyrie pass fake, gets it over to PJ Washington. You got to shoot that out of the corner, brother. But Kyrie, beautiful pass to Lively. Lively in there making things happen. Quick 5 points for Lively. I like it. I like it. Oda said, if the Celtics win its game, they will win the title. Yeah. Yep, they're up 3-0. 4 games wins you the title. 4 wins wins you the series. As Tillman attacks the basket off the pick and roll, gets fouled and won, knocked down the layup too. Oh, Lively slipped and fell. You got to get up there, Lively. PJ Washington ends up fouling Tillman. Doesn't foul him hard enough. Excuse me. But there's a mess over here that y'all aren't all that privy to as Tillman knocks down his and one free throw. Lighting situation has to be adjusted. Camera situation has to be adjusted. Audio setting situation has to be adjusted. Background has to be adjusted. Come next season, it's going to look a little different. I like changing things up. I like change, especially when it comes to this show. I always approach this stream as a show, like I'm producing a show. And what's best for the show is when you switch seasons, right? Season 1, it looked one way. Season 2, it looked another way. Derrick Jones Jr. gets down the lane, knocks down a little scoop layup. Look, you're getting a lot out of the others right now. Derek Lively came in, got some baskets. Derrick Jones Jr. has the ball in his hands a little bit more. He's attacking the basket. This time got to it, knocked down a finger roll layup. That was beautiful off glass. PJ Washington trying to take it off the bounce a little bit more. You need more of that. I mean, it's too little too late, but you needed more of that throughout the series. Tatum dancing with it up top, in and out, pump fakes, kicks it out. Drew Holiday attacking to his left, goes right past Luka, goes to a floater, comes up short. Good initial defense. Green comes in, takes the rebound away from Tillman, and now he's attacking, going to pull it back out. Cross-court pass, Derrick Jones Jr. pulls up for 3 in transition. Too long, can't get it to go. Lively keeps it alive out to Kleber. Kleber hands it off to Luka. Like I said, the others doing a whole lot right now, and I like it, but too little too late. Too little, too late. Susan, what's up, Susan? Namar was popping Namar. Luka dancing with it up top, steps back, pump fake. Tillman leans in, he draws the foul. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. 4:11 to go. And it's 19-14. I have not updated my scoreboard. Lamar said Mavs winning winning tonight, trying to force a game 5. Yeah, I mean, I'm just over it. I'm over it. Boston's going to win. They're going to end up winning the title. And that's fine, you know, because I'm ready to move on from the season. You know, shout out to Celtics. Stayed healthy throughout the year for the most part. The only person who had a question mark on him throughout the whole season and who did end up getting hurt was Kristaps Porzingis. But it didn't matter. They faced up against a really favorable matchup in Dallas. Dallas made their way out of that tough gauntlet West. But, you know, sometimes it's about matchups, sometimes it's about luck, and sometimes it's about skill. And the Celtics had all 3 of those in spades, right? They matched up really well against pretty much the majority of the league. The teams they didn't really match up well with. It was a team with like a dominant big, like Milwaukee and obviously Denver. And they didn't have to play either of those teams this season. A healthy version of those guys. And they matched up really favorably with Dallas. Dallas never really gave them a good game this season. Played them twice in the regular season, East Coast, West Coast team. And both of those games were blowouts. And one of them was before the trade deadline, so it was kind of a weird team. People were like, I can't really look at that. It was early in the season. And then the second one was like a couple of weeks after the trade deadline, so they're still kind of feeling each other out. The Mavs players who came over in the trade, obviously, Gafford and PJ Washington, the 2 biggest guys. And, you know, so people were like, I don't know, how much can you make of that? And then they come in the finals, you're like, oh, you could have made a little bit of it. Okay, hindsight 2020, you could have made a little bit of that. But this series, if it showed you anything, one, it's that a healthy Celtics team is a demon to play against. Like, I don't know who's competing against them, right? Like, we could theoretically say, like, well, a healthy Knicks team matches up pretty well against them. And I agree with that. But to say that they would win is, you know, like, we're playing hypothetical here. And I don't like playing hypotheticals. But I'm just saying, it's a possibility. Right? The Knicks would have gave them a better showing than what Dallas has given them. I think Minnesota and Denver would have gave them a better fight than what Dallas has here. But Dallas is the team that made it out. And I always love to say this, but you play who's in front of you. You have no control who makes it through the playoffs, who makes it to the next round, all that stuff. You have no control over that. I'm hoping this is the last game of the series, personally. I want this thing over with. Let's move on. Celtics have proven that they were the best team this season. Cool. Let's move on to next season. I'm ready for it. Going up 3-0 in a finals is one of the worst things to happen in an NBA season. It's one of the worst ways for the season to end. It's anticlimactic. It's not fun. One team absolutely dominating the other. You know. Sucks. Soon said, I don't care about this game. I just want to get it over with. Because season 24-25 is going to have the NBA world saying New York City twice. I hope that it ends tonight. Whatever. Listen, if this were a close series, I'd be rooting for Dallas. I'd be rooting for a fun series. Like when we first started doing these games, it was, hey, let's watch some fun basketball. Hopefully this is a fun series. Boston likely to win, but Dallas give them a run for money the way they were playing in the playoffs. And they absolutely shrunk here in the biggest stage of them all. It's a learning situation for them. This happened to Boston 2 years ago when they ended up losing to Golden State, where I think Boston was the better team that season, but Golden State ended up winning. They'd been there before. Obviously, the last leg of their dynasty was winning that championship. And It was a young maybe not that young, but a young up-and-coming Celtic team that hadn't been there before, and they took their hit, they took their lump, and here they are 2 years later, they ended up winning it. You may see a similar situation with this Dallas team. This is their first time here with this iteration of this team, and we'll see if they can get back here and get over the hump now that a lot of their younger guys are getting their licks in. Luka knocked down 2 of his 3 free throws, by the way. Hauser misses a 3. Kyrie has it up top on the other end. Coming to his right, Tillman switches onto him. Kyrie's going to dance. Tagging to his left, getting downhill. Stops in the mid-range, little pull-up jumper, gets it to go. I mean, we saw this last game. Dallas went up by 13 in the first quarter. The crowd was going crazy. It was on their side. And then slowly throughout the game, Boston rallied, got back into it. Luka picks the pocket of Drew Holiday. Where was this, Luka? Where was this? Now he has Holiday in the post, backing him down, stops, turns, pump fake, leans in, lays it up and in. Easily goes right past Drew Holiday out of the post as Holiday brings it down. Cross-court pass to Brown. Terrible pass from Holiday. Brown wasn't ready for it. Turnover by Holiday. You haven't seen that at all this series. I was going to say you haven't seen that much. You haven't seen that at all this series. Drew Holiday had 0 turnovers coming into tonight in the finals, and that was his first one. Cross-court pass to Brown. Was a little off the mark. Brown tried to catch it with one hand. Goes out of bounds. Here comes Luka, bringing it down, 25-14. 3 minutes to go. Luka being guarded by Brown, coming to his right. Driving it down, stops, pump fake, now fade away over Brown, off balance, can't get it to go, fight for the rebound. Green keeping it alive, but right to Lively. Lively lays it up, can't get it to go, fight for the rebound. Off of Tillman, it's going to remain with Dallas. And Lively's upset with himself. Missed the bunny. Susan said Celtics are giving out false confidence. Especially to the Dallas team, which it just, Luka was really disappointing the last game, man. Just completely imploded himself. As Kyrie gets to the basket, misses the bunny. Come on, Kyrie. You're better than that, brother. Hauser in transition. They bring a double team. Now gets it out to Brown. Brown against Green. Green's a good defender, but Brown has the size advantage and the strength advantage. Getting downhill, kicked in the corner to Horford. They swing it around. Tatum attacking from the right wing. Euro steps down the lane. Leans in the Lively and gets the layup to go. Ooh, Tatum. Tough move. Tough move against the shot blocker. Went right through his chest. Luka coming down. Top of the key. Stops. Leans in. Pump fake. Leans in again. Fades away over Tillman. And over Horford. Excuse me. Horford's in the game. And Horford gets called for the foul. Luka's going to go back to the foul line for 2 more free throws. Knicks ran out of steam, was popping everybody. So what are your thoughts on signing Kevin Knox to the mid-level exception? Kevin Knox had his time with this team. It did not work out. I'm moving on from my guy, Kevin Knox. And yes, I said my guy. I was a huge Kevin Knox fan when he was at Kentucky. I saw the vision with Kevin Knox, but the thing that draft taught me about evaluating young players is that mentality and, how do I phrase this? Mentality is far more important than the size of the player. Like I was looking at numbers when I was looking at Kevin Knox. I was like, he averaged this, he shot this percentages. He's 6'9", big wingspan. He's got pretty wide shoulders. I was like, he's gonna fill out when he gets to the NBA. And you know what happened? To make it to the NBA, you have to have a crazy work ethic. I think Kevin Knox has a great work ethic. The thing is that in order to be great in the NBA, you have to have an insane person's level of work ethic. And I just don't think Kevin Knox has had that. I think he has a timid personality where he don't got that dog in him. Is really that simple. I wish I could give you deeper analysis other than that, but he's a very timid basketball player. Very timid basketball player. So unfortunately, that draft taught me a lot about evaluating talent and evaluating Kevin Knox. It is 18-26 as Tatum goes to the basket, knocks down a layup, and then fouls Luka on the other end. A lot of fouls going Luka's way right now. Maybe crying gets you places. Shot Collins, what's up, Shot Collins? Susan said the organization signed Maurice Green as assistant coach. Mo Cheeks. It's Mo Cheeks, Susan. Mo Cheeks, former head coach in the NBA, coached a couple of teams, spent a lot of time as an assistant. Good friends with, as PJ Washington throws it away. Okay, that's happened a couple of times for Dallas. Mo Cheeks, incredible assistant, incredible coach, lifetime NBAer, former NBA player, really good player back in the day. Really good coach, but I think he's here just to kind of help out. Look, you also got to remember that the Knicks, early on in Tom Thibodeau's coaching tenure with the Knicks, is Kyrie pull up for three in transition, comes up short, and Josh Green comes flying in for the putback dunk. Love to see it. Earlier in the Knicks coaching tenure with Tom Thibodeau, he had Mike Woodson as an assistant, and he had Kenny Payne as an assistant, and both of those guys left to be head coaches of their alma maters in college. Kenny Payne left to Louisville to be the head coach, and Mike Woodson left to Indiana to be the head coach. Jump ball between Green and Hauser on the loose ball. 1 minute to go. And so they've kind of had a void in the coaching staff. They brought over Rick Brunson, so that fills one void, but they still had a void. They still had at least one void after Kenny Payne and Mike Woodson left. They filled one of them with Rick Brunson, assistant coach, and this is them filling out the bench a little bit with Mo Cheeks. So it's a phenomenal hire. Mo Cheeks is a great player, great assistant, great coach, great people person, and I hope it works out for the Knicks. I expect it to work out for the Knicks. Nick Trent at his team. That's a crazy. Who knocked down that three? Derek White knocked down a deep three off the tip ball win. 28-21. PJ Washington over to Kyrie on the right wing. Jab step. Brown guarding him, settles for a pull-up three, knocks it down. All right, answers right back. Cool, Kyrie. Namar said, do you guys think Johnny Bryant returns? Yes, he will return. He was in consideration for a head coaching job. I don't know if he interviewed or not, but it was the Cleveland job. Cleveland was eyeing him a little bit, but they settled on three guys as PJ Washington knocks down a three in transition. Dallas up 13. We've seen them up 13 before. This is the largest lead that they've had. Also had it in game 2, I believe. As Tatum and Derrick Jones Jr. getting into it a little bit, they had to stop the play. Cool. Whole lot of nothing. A little too late in the series to start getting into it, Derrick Jones Jr. A little too late, buddy. A little too late. I don't want to see this now. It's over. What are you doing getting into it with these guys? But Johnny Bryant will return. Like I said, he was into it a little bit with Cleveland. It was a little interesting. But they settled on three guys not named Johnny Bryant. He was not named one of the finalists for that Cleveland job. So he will return. And as far as I know, he has not been considered for another job. As Tatum puts up a three after Kleber with a fly-by defense, fight for the rebound. Brown knocks it out of bounds. 3 seconds to go. 34-21. Dallas with a 13-point lead over Boston after the first quarter. Cool. Fun. They make us have to watch a game 5. I will never forgive Dallas. Go down quietly, Dallas. Go down quietly. Derrick Jones Jr. getting into it with Tatum and Brown. A little too late, buddy. A little too late. Susan said, Mavericks just throw in the white towel. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. Was there a foul call? Was there a turnover? Oh, there was a turnover. PJ Washington threw it over to Kyrie, who was in the backcourt already. Come on, PJ. K Hazy was popping. K Hazy, last game of the finals. I'm hoping. Let's get this thing over with. I'm ready to move forward. Right? This game should be the last time we see this background. Should be the last time we see this setup. Right? Let's put a fork into season 2 and let's start getting ready. Let's start prepping for season 3. I'm ready to go, y'all. Now I'm fully into it. Derrick Jones Jr. blocks? No, he was okay, Peyton Pritchard catches it. He was out of bounds. So we still have a second to go. In the last 3 seconds here, last 10 seconds, I guess, we can go back in a little bit further than that. There's been 3 changes of possession. Just end the quarter already, y'all. I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed because I think 3-0 games after a team goes up 3-0 in the playoffs is so annoying in the NBA because you know the result. Dallas is going to lose. Kyrie catches it, pump fakes, doesn't get the shot up, airballed it anyway. Didn't matter. Didn't matter. Mark Avon, he said, I'm going to sleep once the Celtics up 25. I don't know if they get up 25 tonight because Dallas currently holding a 13-point lead over them. But listen, maybe if Dallas goes up 25, I may hit the snooze button. But I'm going to be right there with you, Mark. I'm going to be right there with you. If Boston eventually opens this thing up and they go up 20 plus, we're going to cut the stream a little bit early, right? Maybe we'll stick around and just kind of hang out. Depends on you guys. But this is another unentertaining game. We may have to kind of quit a little bit early, just a little bit. 3GP, what's up, 3GP? Said any possibility they're looking to be easy on this game to bring the championship celebration home. Mark Avon said it's Astra, by the way. Astra Cat was popping. Astra. Okay, using a different count. I see you though. 3GP said any possible. Well, I'm gonna call you Mark Astra, just because just reading it is gonna read as Mark. So I'm just going. For now, I'll just say Mark until you go back to using the other count. Unless this is the count you're gonna continue to use. 3GP said any possibility. So they can win it in Game 5. I mean, I just think it's really difficult. You're down 3-0. You got desperation in you if you're Dallas. You know, you want to not be embarrassed and go down in the record books as a team that didn't even get a finals win. So, you know, Luka's really good. Kyrie's really good. His team's full of professionals. I'm sure they're going to play hard and try to win it tonight. But, you know, they're just not as good of a team as Boston. And they've proven that. Both teams have proven that. And so I'm ready for the series to be over. I hope they end it in 4 just because we already know the outcome, right? This is just filler. This is just filler. Mark said, live stream from Cancun, Jeffrey. Listen, man, if I had the money to go chill in Cancun for a month and live stream from there, best believe that would be in the plans. Best believe we'd get some Cancun streams in there, y'all. She said, I'm going to the withdrawal clinic for the Knicks after this season. Absolutely. Absolutely. Namar said, I'm ready for the NBA draft. I want the Celtics to win tonight. Me too, Namar. Me too. We're what? 10 days away with days today. Today is the 14th. Draft is 26th and 27th, I believe. Or, no, it's the 24th and the 25th, I believe. Or is it the 25th, 26th? It's someday between the 24th and 27th. They split the draft into 2 nights this season. It's the first time this year, this is the first time they're trying it. I'm not a fan of it. I'm a fan of like the 4-hour broadcast. Let's get in, let's get out, a one-night event. I get that viewership takes a nosedive after the first round. I get that. And I get it's probably exhausting for the talent that's up there who is there for 4 hours. They have to know all these draft picks and talk about them and analyze the teams they could be going to, why they're slipping, why they're falling, all these trades and all that stuff. I get it can be an exhausting day. I don't care. We'll see how it goes before I make a full decision. I'm just partial to let's do it all in one day. It's 60 picks. It's not that difficult. It's not like the NBA where there's like 8 rounds. Or how many rounds are in the NFL? How many rounds are in the NFL? As Green rips it away from Tatum and saves it over PJ Washington, okay, to start the second quarter, I like the way Dallas has come out. I don't even start the timer though. There we go. Luka has it up top coming to his left. It's only 30 seconds into the quarter. Luka missed his first shot of the quarter as he drives it down now, gets into the paint, kicks it out. PJ Washington, right wing 3, no hesitation. Too long, can't get it to go. Lively offensive rebound, gets it out to Green. Green on the left wing up top to Dante Exum, who I just don't know why he didn't play in the second half of the last game. Quick crossover to his left, driving it down, gets to the paint, high finger roll layup, and gets it to go. Dante Exum, I like him. He's attacking. I don't know why I don't know why he did not play more the other night. Why did they go to the Tim Hardaway Jr.? Jason Kidd, what are you doing? Tatum attacking on the baseline up top to Brown. Extra pass to Derek White, who pump fake, drive back inside the Tatum. Tatum goes up, can't finish, no foul call, a lot of contact. Okay, I'm liking it. I'm liking it, Dallas. 15-point lead for Dallas. Luka coming to his right, stepping back inside the Lively, kicks it out. Dante Exum open out of the corner for three. Dante Exum knocked down the three. 18-point lead for Dallas. Where was this the other night, Dallas? You're down 3-0. It's too little, too late. But where was this the other night? El Tigre, what's up, El Tigre? What's poppin', my guy? Exercised plopsicle was poppin'. I'm gonna call you Plop, my boy. I'm gonna call you Plop. What's poppin', Plop? He said, will Orlando win 70 games next year? Listen, every team starts 0-0. If you want to put the belief in your Orlando Magic to win 70 games, anything's possible, my boy. Anything's possible. As far as I'm concerned, the Knicks are going 82-0 next year. So if you want to tell me the Magic are going to go 70-12, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll believe you. I'll believe any fan of a team that goes into the season with super high expectations. Because I'm with it. I'm with it. Mark, a.k.a. Astra, said Celtics are definitely one of the GOAT teams, but they are boring. No worthy challengers, but healthy. New York could have beaten them. They could have. They would have had a shot. But, like, Boston would have been favored in any series they play except for a series against, like, Denver. Any smart basketball person understood, having watched them enough this season, that Boston was the best team. And my timer is still running. But that doesn't mean that they're unbeatable. Doesn't mean that they're unbeatable. They definitely could have been beaten. I think Denver could have beaten them. I think the Knicks would have given them a hell of a series and possibly could have beaten them, even though Boston would have been favored in that series, and rightfully so. They are the best team in the league. They have proven that. The regular season is not meaningless. They won the most regular season games for a reason, even though they did not beat Denver this year. But, like, I always said it. I will continue to say it. You play who's in front of you. Boston did not make Denver lose in the second round. That was not a Boston thing. That was a Denver thing. So, it's not their fault that they have to play Dallas in the finals. Like, okay. You're right. You're right, Mark, aka Astra. By every statistical measure, this is one of the best teams in NBA history. The thing is that this is also one of the weirdest seasons in NBA history, and the fact that the entirety of the Eastern Conference just exploded. We went through this the other night as well, where if you go down the list, the number one seed was Boston. They were great. They were fantastic. But you go to the 2 seed Knicks, team completely exploded. You go to the 3 seed, which was Milwaukee, team exploded. Giannis and Dame go down. You go to the 4 seed Orlando Magic, super 4 seed was the Cleveland Cavaliers. Donovan Mitchell and Jared Allen out, team kind of explodes. 5th seed was the Orlando Magic, super young team, just happy to be there. Ended up losing in Game 7 of the first round. Cool, solid team. They were never going to challenge Boston, though. 6th seed was the Indiana Pacers. Halliburton gets hurt, unfortunate. Re-injures the calf that he strained months ago. 7th seed was Miami. Butler goes down. They suffer a couple of other injuries as well. And then you have the 8th seed. Oh, no, 7th seed was Philly, and Embiid is hurt a lot. And then the 8th seed was Miami, where Butler goes down, and he's hurt a lot. So, like, literally every team, aside from Boston, exploded. Their best players were hurt. You know, and I know Porzingis dealt with injury, especially during this playoff run, didn't really play a ton in the playoffs. But when other teams are missing their best players and you're missing your fourth best player, you know, it's just different. It's just different. They took a 3 away from Dante Exum, by the way, because his foot was on the line. I hate that call. I hate that with a passion. You missed it. No big deal. Give him the 3 points. As Pritchard puts up a 3, in and out, halfway down, can't get it to stay, though. And then P.J. Washington ends up fouling Tillman, fighting for the offensive rebound. Susan said, if you think the Bucks shouldn't be knocked down in the first round, you are bugging. I mean, people said that last year. This is the second year in a row the Bucks lost in the first round. You know? They've had their time in the sun. Unless Giannis is going to go Super Saiyan and be healthy for the playoff run, this is going to be a trend for Milwaukee. They are super old. Brook Lopez is old. Middleton is old. Giannis is getting up there. Damian Lillard is old. Pat Connaughton's getting up there. They don't have depth after that. You know, so, you know, Bobby Porter's fairly young. But, you know, they've sacrificed a lot of their depth with these trades. As Pritchard gets into the paint, can't knock down a low pull-up shot. Lively with the rebound. Here comes Luka. A 15-point lead for Dallas because they took away that Dante Exum 3. Luka just throws the ball away. The third time we've seen Dallas do that tonight. Here comes Brown attacking the other way, gets to the paint, puts it up over Dante Exum. But a foul on Exum. Brown can't knock down the layup, but he's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. $3GP said, we could have called this finals coverage Chef's Movies review. Knicks' second round coverage was more exciting. Yeah, Knicks games were far more exciting. Knicks were one of the more exciting playoff teams this year. I think Minnesota was exciting until they went down 3-0. Then it wasn't exciting. Brown misses a free throw. Minnesota, Knicks, kind of the stars of the playoffs. Who else was pretty good? Indiana was pretty fun. I don't like Indiana, but they were a pretty fun team. Anybody else who was pretty fun? Thinking about it? Not really. Not really. Yeah, once the Knicks were out, it was like, oh, okay. Anthony Edwards, and then they got killed in the conference finals. It was like, oh, okay, I guess all the fun is gone now. Brown does knock down a second free throw. We started the timer yet? Not yet. Boston did score a point, though. It is 36-22, 14-point lead. Luka has it up top against Tillman. Crosses over to his left. Stops. Pump fake. Leans in. Kicks it out. Dante Exum. He puts up a 3 this time. And he gets his 3 that they, at one point, took away. Gets the 3 right back. 22-39. Dante Exum. How come he wasn't playing more in this series? I will never know, Jason Kidd. Dante Exum played really well for you this season. Holiday in the corner to Brown. Brown being guarded by Lively. Jab step puts up the 3 out of the corner. Splashes it right in the face of Lively. Luka bringing it down against Brown. Coming to his right. Tillman switches onto him. Luka dancing with it. Coming to his right. Stops. Turns. Pivots. One-legged. Fade away. Good defense from Tillman. No foul calls. Luka hits the floor. Here comes Brown pushing the other way. Brown on the right wing. He's got Kyrie backpedaling. Kicks it out up top Pritchard. Pritchard puts up a 3 with the late contest of Cleaver. Can't get it to go. Exum comes flying in for the rebound. Why? Where was Dante Exum this whole series, man? During the next stoppage in play, we are going to look up the box scores of the previous games and see how much Dante Exum has played. Because I feel like he should be playing a lot more. But too little, too late from Jason Kidd. Not a well-coached series from him. 8:21 to go here. 39-25. 14-point lead for Dallas right now. Mark, a.k.a. Astra, said, even with the weak team, I'm going to start calling you Mark from now on, I promise. Even with the weak team, Alec Burks almost got us back into it, too. Yeah, kind of. Gafford rips a rebound away from Peyton Pritchard, and he gets fouled. Cool. I mean, Dallas is fighting, but I just don't believe in them. Yeah, I mean, Alec Burks tried to play the hero a little bit, but the team was just too injured. It's just way too injured. It was fun to watch though, Mark. It was fun to watch though, definitely. The Alec Burks Big Money AB, the Alec Burks revival was cool. It was a cool moment. Knicks ran out of steam. The '08 Celtics were better than this Celtics team. Tibbs was the assistant on that team. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. And that '08 Celtics team, they had slightly past his prime Kevin Garnett, who was still phenomenal. They had slightly past his prime Ray Allen, who was still phenomenal. They had, I don't know, maybe at the very tail end of his prime Paul Pierce, who was phenomenal. And then they just had a really deep team. You rarely see that with teams that put together big threes like that. Like you saw with the Suns. Suns put together this big three, and then they were like, oh, we have no depth. Okay. Got to fill it out amongst the fringes. But that '08 Boston team was able to fill it out with pretty good and impressive bench pieces. You know, they had the young player in Rondo. They had a young player in Perkins to kind of fill out the two starting spots, who ended up being like really good serviceable role players, and Rondo being more than that later in his career. As Luka puts up a three, can't get it to go. It's 40-25. 15-point lead for Dallas. Boston just not scoring a lot. Just not scoring a lot. Astra Cat is back. I'll call you Mark. You can use whatever profile you want. It's just easier for me to read when I see the name, to just call out the name rather than just being like, oh, that's Mark, aka Astra. Let me call you Astra. So I'll just read out the name of whatever profile you use. It's up to you. Anthony Serrano. What's up, Anthony? Boston's hustling, man. They're winning a lot of these 50-50 balls. As Luka knocked down a layup and got fouled by Brown. He's going at the foul line for 2 free throws. 7 minutes to go. Dallas up by 17. Just said, maybe they just sat down around a campfire in the middle of the court and started reading Catcher in the Rye. Because the Boston has not scored a lot. For as explosive as their offense can be, they're really struggling to score. Dallas' defense, no slouch. They've been very good tonight. Luka has not been an absolute turnstile. Hasn't been great, but he hasn't been an absolute turnstile. Luka does knock down his and one free throw. Derek White fires away a three. Airballs it. Airballs it. Astra said, you are the only thing keeping my brain on planet Earth right now. Dante Exum has it up top. Kicks it over to Luka. Luka in the high post being guarded by Hauser. Luka step back long two. Gets it to go. And Dallas takes a 20-point lead. Boston calls a timeout. Luka's got a lot of work to do in order for me to believe in Dallas again, man. I was really disappointed with the way Luka played in Game 3. Or not played, but ended in Game 3. Luka looks great tonight. Anthony Serrano. What's up, Ant? What's poppin', my guy? How's it going? How you feeling about this finals? I'm not all that impressed. Not going to lie, I'm a little disappointed with how uncompetitive the series has been. I was just hoping for some good basketball. We haven't really gotten that. Boston has just absolutely dominated the Mavs. Very disappointed with the Mavericks' effort. They allowed Boston to get to them. Where is that confidence that Luka and Kyrie played with against the Minnesota Timberwolves, who were a very impressive defensive team? As she said, looks like we might go back to Boston for their trophy. I really don't want a Game 5. I want this thing to be over with. Asher says, sweet finals are boring, and yes, it happens quite a lot in basketball. I don't think it happens a lot, but it has happened a handful of times. It's happened a handful of times. Knicks fan at his team said, was this Knicks team better than the 97 Knicks? It's really hard to say because we essentially had 1 month, kind of a healthy Knicks team. And even then, that was before the Bogdanovich trade, and that was before Mitchell Robinson came back to play. So as close as they were all season to being healthy was that January, and they looked unstoppable. 14-2. We're going to hold on to 1 month of basketball like no team has ever has. So I can't wait for next season to come so we can see how real that month was. Three GP said Mavs wishing they never got rid of Brunson. I think Dallas fans will try and tell you they're happy because Kyrie is better and everything works out for a reason and all that hullabaloo. Let me tell you something. Brunson is very clearly better than Kyrie Irving. And having Brunson on that team, the leader that he was and the leader that he is, would make this Dallas team better. Swapping Kyrie and Brunson would make this Dallas team better. Absolutely. Susan said Luka's suspect. He was told that Sheffy was wearing the Knicks robe and calling the game. As I said, I never really liked Boston, too rainy. I mean, the city, my grandma was born there. They had the accent. What a terrible accent that Boston accent is, by the way. That's a terrible accent. It's ugly. As I said, every time we went over there the weekend for the summer, for some reason, there was some pretty tropical storm. It's just bad vibes, man. Boston didn't want you there, Astra. Boston did not want you there. You were not welcome to Boston. Derek White has it up top. We're back in. Gets it over to Tatum. Tatum being guarded by Kyrie. Tatum leans in. Backing down Kyrie. Steps back. Leans in again. Steps back again. Leans in again. And knocks down a floater. No foul call. No, they called the offensive foul on Tatum, who lowered the shoulder and leaned into Kyrie. Good defense from Kyrie. Not giving him anything easy. Very clear foul on Tatum. Definitely leaned in. Definitely lowered that shoulder. Here comes Dante Exum, who, again, we were at the break. I wanted to look up how much Dante Exum has played in this series because I feel like it hasn't been enough. He has it up top here being guarded by Holiday. Gets it over to Luka. Luka being guarded by Hauser. Luka looking to go one-on-one. Swings through to his right. Going to the baseline. Puts up a little floater and gets it to go. And one for Luka again. They cannot hold Luka right now. Very good sign for Dallas as they go up 22 points. And Kristaps Porzingis, if you guys didn't know, was declared available for the Celtics to play. But Joe Mazzulla and the coaching staff for Boston have elected to not put Porzingis in that position and play him tonight. Which I kind of like. I like. And Luka knocks down his and one free throw. Under 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter, and Dallas currently owns a 23-point lead over Boston. We'll see if they can keep it. We know 20-point leads in modern basketball is not safe. Hauser attacking to his left. Kicks it out to Tatum up top. Tatum quick crossover to his right. Kicks it over to Holiday. Holiday, extra pass. Derek White, left wing three. In and out halfway down. Can't get it to stay. Fight for the rebound. Ball knocked out of Horford's hands. Exum picks it up. He's bringing it down. Pulling it all the way back out. Good, smart decision. Gets it up top to Luka. Luka being guarded by Hauser. Where's my microphone? Oh, it's in the podium. I'll grab it in a second. Luka steps back, pump fake, leans in. Last second, kicks it out to Kyrie. Kyrie attacking to his right, gets to the basket, lays it up, gets it to go down for Kyrie Irving. 25-point lead for Dallas. Where was this, Dallas? Where was this? Also, Boston just not scoring. 5 minutes to go, they have 25 points. That's disgusting. As Hauser out of the corner for three, gets it to go. It's not a guy you want to start cooking. 3GB said, Sheffy, you might be right. Gingivitis looks promising. Not my man, Gingivitis. I hate Crims, man. How dare he do this to my man, Yokobitis? My man, Rokas. I'm telling you guys, Rokas is really that guy. He's going to be a lot better in NBA basketball. He plays a very NBA brand of basketball. He's a pick and roll player. They don't play a ton of pick and roll in the EuroLeague as Luka steps back and knocks down another mid-range jumper. 28-52, 24-point lead. Drew Holiday in the middle of the lane, gets into the paint, throws up a wild floater over Kleber and airballs it. Didn't airball it. Hit the side of the backboard, barely touched the rim. Exum has it up top being guarded by Hauser. Coming to his right, blows right past Holiday, gets downhill, leans right in. Can't get the layup to go. Missed the bunny. Dante, buddy, we were just singing your praises, my guy. Derek White attacking to his right, attacking Gafford. And Derek White gets fouled on the reach-in foul, so foul on the floor. 4 minutes to go. I forgot to run the timer. 4 minutes to go. Dallas with a 24-point lead. Asher said, I couldn't announce a game like this. I don't know enough of the players. Knicks, it's different, but I couldn't list Mavs or Celtics bench. You just learn it. You just watch enough basketball and you start to know these guys. It's really being cognizant of college. And then when guys come in, you're like, oh, I know that guy. I know that name. And then you slowly start to learn their game. Like Dante Exum, I know from the draft from years ago, was drafted by Utah. Josh Green, played at Arizona, good young pick. Was drafted by Dallas, but has developed into a really nice player. You just learn guys through the year. As Brown attacks into the paint, kicks it out to Derek White, pass fake, gets it out to Tatum. Tatum tries to split a pick and roll. He does split two defenders, gets it out to Horford, and with the shot clock running down, doesn't get it off in time. He did make it, but he didn't get it off in time. Shot clock violation. More good defense from Dallas, forcing the extra pass, and Boston being a little too unselfish and missing some threes here. This time they made the three, but they couldn't get it off in time. Asher said, let's take a look at this box score. There's no comeback in third quarter. This is the Mavs game. Yeah, look, at home, everything going your way. 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. You're up 24. You just forced a shot clock violation. Everything going your way. So, perfect time to check the box score. Good call. Good call, Astra. Here we go. First thing I want to look at is Dante Exum, surprisingly enough. I'm very interested. How much has Dante Exum played in this series? Tonight, so far, Dante Exum, I'm just very impressed with the way he's played. He's a good defender, and he's knocking down his threes. He's played 8 minutes so far. I want to know how much he's played the previous 3 games that Dallas has lost. And I'm not saying he's the guy who should have played more, but Dante Exum played 3 minutes in Game 3. And Tim Hardaway Jr. played 19. Jason Kidd, talk about putting your team behind the 8 ball. Talk about not trusting certain guys. And talk about trusting the wrong guys. You absolutely trusted the wrong guys. Tim Hardaway Jr. with 19 minutes. Yikes. Get my man Dante Exum in there. Game 2. Dante Exum played 11 minutes. Okay. Seems a little low, but that's about fine. And then in Game 1, Dante Exum, we're back, by the way. It's Kyrie attacking. Flips it up with the left hand, gets blocked by Tatum, knocked out of bounds. Going back to Boston. Game 1, Dante Exum played 5 minutes. Just not good enough from Jason Kidd. Just not good enough. Really good, valuable player. Tatum attacking along the baseline, goes up, misses the layup. Oh, but they call a foul on Derrick Jones Jr. Tatum going to go with the foul line for 2 free throws. 3:16 to go here in the second quarter. Dallas still maintaining a 24-point lead. Nick Shanahan's team said Celtics go and run in the third. They do go and run in the third. That is their quarter. They do come out hot, usually, typically. 3GP said saw some highlights of him. He looks good. Yeah, he can knock down a three, can knock down a mid-range jumper. He's a mid-range maestro. Is very good playing out of the pick and roll. They just don't run a ton of pick and roll over there in Europe, in the EuroLeague. Right? And the NBA is heavy pick and roll team. So, Derrick Jones Jr. attacking, lost it, picks it back up, loses it again. Lively picks it up, gets it out to Kyrie, wide open on the right wing for three. Can't get it to go. Lively, another offensive rebound, saves it out to Luka. Luka, what was the call? It was a foul on the Celtics on the offensive rebound. Asher said if the Mavs could win this game 5 would be more interesting, I guess. The only way this gets interesting is if we go to a 6th game. But even then, the only way I'd be interested in Dallas actually winning, I think, is if we actually make it all the way back to a game 7. I think that would be the only way I would be interested. It is 30-53 as Lively split a pair of free throws. Brown gets blocked at the basket. Ball staying with the Celtics, 12 on their shot clock. Frank, what's up, Frank? Asher said Game 6 would be really interesting. It would be interesting. It would drum up a lot more interest in these games, but I still picking Boston. I just don't believe that the curse, the 3-0, down 3-0 curse would be broken in an NBA Finals with a team as dominant as the Celtics team. It's really hard for me to fathom that scenario happening here. As Luka attacks, gets caught in the air, kicks it out the green and out of the corner in the last second, and he gets fouled on a three-point attempt by Brown. Just some silly basketball from the Celtics here. Green going to the foul line for 3 free throws. Green misses the first free throw. Come on, dog. You need points, my boy. You need points. A 23-point lead for Dallas. Boston has 30 points in the first half so far. 2:24 to go here in the second. Green goes 1 for 3 at the line. Not good enough. Not good enough, Josh. K. Hazy said terrible free throw shooting. It's been like that all series for Dallas. Luka's missed free throws. Green missing 2 free throws there. Lively, Gafford, they missed free throws. Holiday puts up a deep 3, can't get it to go. Lively snatches a rebound. Here comes Luka. Luka bringing it down. Pritchard's going to pick him up. Luka has it on the right wing. Backing him down. Now has it in the post. Backing him down. They bring a double team. Luka steps through, puts up a little floater, comes up well short. Pritchard can't keep it alive. Ball off his fingertips. It's going back to Dallas with a 24-point lead, 54-30. Luka gets it into Kyrie in the corner. Kyrie being guarded by White. Steps back, puts up a right corner 3. Kyrie can't get it to go. Lively keeping it alive, man. Lively dominating the boards down there. Luka puts up a left wing 3. In and out, can't get it to go as it rolls off the top of the rim. Here comes Holiday off the rebound, bringing it down. Holiday hands it off to Tatum, who's coming to his left. Green picks him up. Tatum's got to pull it all the way back out the three-point line. It's Kyrie forced to switch on to him now. Tatum driving to his right, half spin, spinning to his left, steps through, and Kyrie hacks him, sending him to the free throw line for 2 free throws. 1:27 to go here in the second quarter. 3GP said, certainly seems like they're throwing this game for a home championship win. Their defense seems sus. I don't think they're throwing it. I just it's hard to feign desperation. You know you've won the series when you go up 3-0. You know it. We all know it. We are all crowning Boston Celtics world champions at this point. It's how going up 3-0 works. You get a little lackadaisical. That's why people say it's really hard to sweep a team. Because the team that goes down 3-0 is like, hey, win or go home. We got nothing to lose. So, like, everybody go as hard as you can. You think you're going 100%, and then you find that, like, extra 5% that you have deep down in you. And that could oftentimes put you in a situation like this where the other team is just like, we know we're going to win. Like, if we can't do it tonight, we'll do it the next night. If we can't do it that night, then we'll do it the other night. And if it has to go to a Game 7, we're going to end up winning Game 7 because we got home court advantage. Game 7 in Boston in TD Arena. Kleber out of the corner pump fakes. He's got Pritchard on him. Kleber spins, and then a foul on Pritchard. A lot of hacking and whacking going on here to end the first half. We have been stuck in the last 3 minutes of this second quarter for a hot minute now. As Max and Kleber go into the foul line, both teams in the bonus, because both teams have been hacking and whacking. What an unentertaining way to end the quarter. Both teams, get your stuff together, man. Soon said this game is so boring. Feels like I'm watching the senior citizens play shuffleboard. No disrespect, but I'm just saying. There's just very little stakes because none of us feel like Boston is actually going to lose the series. We know the result. We just want to get to that place at this point. Oh, man. My timer got messed up. Anyway, Kleber knocks down 2 free throws. There you go, Kleber. Knocking down your free throws. 56-32. A 24-point lead for Dallas. The most impressive thing is that, or the most disappointing thing for Boston, if you're a Boston fan, is that Boston only has 32 points here in the first half. So far, we still have a minute left to go. Tatum attacking to his right. Euro steps down the lane. Scoop layup with the right hand. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Tatum can't keep it alive. Gets it over to Kyrie. Kyrie over to Luka. Luka bringing it down. They tried to trap Kyrie in the backcourt. Luka, he's got some space. Leans in. Puts up the floater off glass over White. Gets it to go. And Boston takes a 26-point lead with 40 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Holiday has it up top. Kleber guarding him. Holiday dribble pull up straightaway 3. Kleber doesn't even get a hand up. Terrible defense from Kleber. I've long said this during this series. Kleber has been an absolute negative to the Dallas Mavericks. I don't know why he's played so much. I get he's a good body. I get he's a bit of a threat. He has given you nothing. Not good screening, not good rolling, not good popping, not spreading the court for you. Luka has it up top against Horford, who switches onto him. Crossing over to his left, now crossing over back to his right. Gets caught in the mid-range, kicks it out. Kleber out of the corner for 3. Splashes it just as I was talking smack on Kleber. Comes through with a big 3 there. 61-35. Derek White has it on the right wing, attacking, getting downhill. Gets caught in the air, kicks it out. Tatum puts up the 3, doesn't get it off in time. Didn't matter, didn't make it. And that's going to be the end of the first half there, 61-35, as Tatum goes right into the face of Scott Foster. Tatum's upset. Worrying about the officiating too much. Hopefully Boston can pull this one out, man. 3GP said, let's say Mavs win this game. Then Brown gets injured and KP remains out. Game 7? I'm not the biggest hypothetical person, but like if injuries start to pile up for Boston, anything is possible. Anything could happen, absolutely. If Boston doesn't come out and immediately start to cut into this lead a little bit, we're going to have to cut this stream short. Before I take all this down, maybe I'll shoot a quick video so I can edit that while I don't have the equipment up. Maybe I can put the equipment up. It's not that much. And I'm not making a super major change yet. You know, that will happen surely as time will go and we get closer to the start of next season. But I don't have to do that right away. I just want to create more space so I have more room for activities. More room for activities. You guys know the reference. You guys know the reference. Ay, 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 ay. Hey. We can do this. We can do this. Anybody get that reference, by the way? More Room for Activities. You know where that movie's from? Hey. Marilyn Tinsley. What's up, Marilyn? Hey. I didn't tell you to start playing noise. All right. Hold on. I got something for y'all. Okay. All right. All right. Hold on. I got something for y'all. I've got something for y'all. 3GP with the super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Marilyn said, "How do you feel about the Adam Maurice Cheeks? Maurice Cheeks, Coach Cheeks." It's a great hire. We talked about it earlier in the stream, but the Knicks for a while have had a void in their coaching staff. If you remember when Tom Thibodeau was initially hired, his coaching staff was made up of guys like Mike Woodson and Kenny Payne, obviously alongside of Johnny Bryant, who has remained with the team. But Mike Woodson has moved on, and Kenny Payne has moved on to coach their alma maters in college. Mike Woodson moved on to coach Indiana, and Kenny Payne has coached on to coach Louisville. He's moved on to coach Louisville. And so there were these two voids in the team. And last offseason, they added Rick Brunson. Everybody felt, not everybody, but a lot of people who didn't understand that Tom Thibodeau and Rick Brunson Rick Brunson has been on Tom Thibodeau's coaching staff for a long time. There's your super chat, 3GP. Appreciate you, brother. Hey, and just for the good times, man, orange and blue skies for my man 3GP with the super chat. Appreciate you, brother. There were two voids in the Knicks coaching staff when Mike Woodson and Kenny Payne both left. And they filled one of them last offseason with the hiring of Rick Brunson. And now they're filling in the other one this offseason with the hiring of Maurice Cheeks. Two very well-respected coaches, two very well-respected basketball minds. Maurice Cheeks has been a head coach in the NBA. He has obviously been a former NBA player, a very good former NBA player from years ago. And he's very well respected around the league by players, by coaching staff, all of that. So he's an excellent hire. He's just going to... the Knicks coaching bench, the Knicks assistant staff is loaded. Johnny Bryant, excellent. Rick Brunson, very good. Maurice Cheeks, excellent. Dan Ehrman, excellent. Dice Yoshimoto, very good. I mean, they just got guys up and down who are just very good. 3GP said a little something for your coverage this season. Appreciate you, 3GP. Appreciate you. I really do. All right, hold on. Let's get to this real quick. Can I do this? Hold on. Watch this, though. Oh, snap. Wait for it. Got you. Gotcha. Hey, let's watch this clip together. If you guys have not seen Step Brothers, this is what I was referring to. Also, where am I? Why am I not here? Hold on. Hold on, watch this. Oop, there I am. But let's watch this clip together, y'all. My bad. All right, we can rewind it. Thank you, Kiana. It's popping, Kiana. Happy to see you. I know why the sound's not working. I got you, though. I got you. Is it this one? I don't think it's that one. I'm talking about... I got y'all. I got y'all with the audio. Here we go.
I'm not making myself clear.
I got y'all. Watch this.
Don't give a fuck. Now you both have.
All right. If you guys don't know the reference to Step Brothers, I reference this all the time. We need more room for kind of watching some Step Brothers. More room for activities is always a good thing. Always a good thing. So you said they should have said the Celtics are going only play the bench and give the game away. It's so obvious they are throwing the game. I don't think they're throwing the game. Like I said, it's just hard to feign desperation. And they know they've got the series won. So they're just out there. They're launching threes. They're trying to do their thing. And they know they won the series. The series is over. You don't come back down from 3-0. It's never happened in NBA history. I would highly doubt that it's going to happen this season. Hey, one time for the one time. Shout out this right here. Jalen Brunson, born to play basketball. Thank you, Mike Breen. Thank you, Mike Breen. RGP said, saw Will walk in by Astor Place. He's tall. Oh, Will Ferrell. I was like, who is Will? Will Ferrell. He is tall. He is very tall. I think he's 6'3". I think. Could be wrong about that. He's definitely 6 something. He is a very tall guy. Monta Knicks have the 24th and 25th pick in the draft. I hope we don't trade them. They will most likely trade them. I hope they. My only hope is that I at least hope they take 1 first-round pick. I hope they at least take 1. That would be nice. But they have 3 picks in this draft. They have 2 in the first round, and I believe the 38th pick. I highly doubt they will take 3 players in this year's draft, but I will take at least 1 and hoping for 2. I find it very likely that they package 24, 25, move down a bit, pick up a future asset, and then take whoever they plan on taking. The big name circling around the Knicks is Ryan Dunn. Ryan Dunn is a big old project. He's phenomenal defensively, which is obviously very important for the Knicks, but he has almost no offensive game. So that's the reason why he would be available later in the draft and not higher in the draft as a 6'8", 6'9" wing who's as good defensively as he is. But he could be like an OG Anunoby understudy. Just stick him in practice, learn everything you can from OG, everything he does, and go to Westchester and play. And then we'll see what he can do. But he's the guy. He's the guy who I think we're all watching right now. If you've been paying attention to who the Knicks been scouting and all the scuttlebutt, all the talk around the draft with what the Knicks can do, the names that come up most: Zach Edey, Yves Missi, Adem Bona, and Ryan Dunn, and Tyler Kolek. Those are the 5 players that come up the most. If you guys are interested in that. Soon say, can you put on the Roommate podcast with Tibbs? We can look it up real quick, but I'm not going to play it because I'm not going to take their content. You know what I mean? That is a big old no-no. The Roommate podcast. Tom Thibodeau's episode should come up. Yes, it does. Well, we can click on this.
Welcome to our annual gathering. We're celebrating the NBA Finals at the.
Hey, we can watch this real quick, though. Shout out my man, Coach Tibbs. Yes, sir, Josh. Rile him up. Rile him up.
After he gets out of his scout and I start blasting music, this is what I
Ramon said I can't rock with the Celtics. Never did. Absolutely. Absolutely. By the way, if you guys didn't know, too, we just watched Step Brothers. This picture right here of Josh and Jalen together, that is a Step Brothers The movie of the clip we just watched, that is a Step Brothers reference as well. Everybody rocks with Step Brothers. Incredible movie. Incredible movie. Incredible movie. When are they going to start this third quarter, man? All right, here we go. Start of the third quarter. Thank you. Ask and you shall receive. All right, let's get back into this. Ramon said, I can't rock with the Celtics, never did. I don't think anybody outside of Boston rocks with the Celtics. I mean, how could you? Racist ass town. Everything so far in that first half going Dallas's way and nothing going Boston's way. They scored a grand total of 30 points in that first half. Yuck. Boston 5 for 19 from 3. Disgusting. 11 for 37 from the field. Disgusting. Disgusting. No sound? What do you mean no sound? Can you guys hear me? No sound from me? My end it's reading sound. You can hear me. Whew. All right, start of the third quarter. Let's see if Boston has a comeback in them or if we're ending the stream early and have to prepare for a game 5, unfortunately. PJ Washington bringing it down against Drew Holiday. Here we go. Washington over to Luka. Luka up top being guarded by Brown. Trying to get it into Gafford against Tatum. They throw it inside to Gafford. Gafford in the post, backing down Tatum, backing him down. Stop, half spin, leans in, flips it up with the right hand, can't get it to go as he slips and fell, but they call a foul. These are a lot of fouls being called that weren't being called in game 3. It's got to be on your end, Susan. It's got to be on your end. Everybody's saying the sound is fine. I also have the stream up over here on my phone, just in case for moments like these so I can check. And I hear myself. So the sound is on. Sound is working. It's on you. Gafford at the foul line for 2 free throws. And I have not been crediting Boston with their points. They have 35 points. Gafford knocks down the first free throw. He's got one more coming. Appreciate you. House 71 Music, what's up, House? This game is so lame. Ray Charles, in his present condition, can see Boston just wants to win the championship in their own arena. So they're dumping this game. Boy, the NBA is so fake scripted. A lot of people have the sentiment. I don't think Boston wants to lose tonight. I think they'd rather end it tonight than have to play another game. But you know, you can't fake desperation. It's really hard to sweep a team. This is why very few NBA Finals ends in 4-game sweeps. Both of these teams, theoretically, are the best 2 teams in the conference. You're rarely going to get a sweep. Gafford backing down. Holiday leans in, kicks it out. Derrick Jones Jr. Boston did knock down a 3, by the way. Luka launches a crazy wild 3 with the shot clock winding down. And then Tatum throws it away. Luka comes up with the steal. Look at Luka playing defense. Kyrie bringing it down, goes right past Holiday, leaves it off for Gafford, who's driving down the lane, gets fouled. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws. Foul on Horford. 10:52 to go. $3GP said it's not just Boston NBA telling them to extend the finals. I don't think they're telling them that, 3GP. And if anybody told me to purposely lose a game, I would laugh in their face, go out and win that game. As Gafford knocked down a free throw. Dallas is a really good team. And like I said, it's really good. It's really hard to sweep a team in the finals. Because theoretically, these are the best 2 teams in the conferences. But it's really hard to feign desperation. And Dallas, facing elimination, is playing like it. Luka's playing well. He's actually playing defense tonight. The others have stepped up. Derrick Jones Jr. has been pretty solid defensively. The bigs are playing well, Lively and Gafford. Dante Exum came off the bench, knocked down some shots. Like, this is what happens. Tatum inside the Holiday, kicks it out to Brown. Brown swings through to his right. And Boston's not knocking anything down as Brown misses another layup against Luka, looking to draw a foul. And, oh my goodness, Luka throws a crazy lob. I thought it was going to be way off. And Gafford goes up and gets it and throws it down as Dallas takes a 29-point lead over Boston. Boston's issue right now is their offense is pretty putrid. Tatum steps back, shoots a step back three, and Gafford comes up with a block, and then Tatum fouls him. Yo! What an ugly game. What an ugly-ass game from Boston. Frank said there's a Knicks fan in the crowd at Fenway for the Yankees-Red Sox game. That's fire. They used to be dangerous to do that kind of stuff. Now it's pretty normal. Now it's hopefully football games are still pretty crazy, but hopefully baseball games, basketball games, they're pretty chill. Gafford leans in, throws it up. Holiday pulled the chair up out from behind him. Gafford hit the floor, turnover. Here comes Boston coming the other way. Brown attacking the basket. Can't get the layup to go. Knocked out of bounds on Brown. No foul call. I think Boston's getting frustrated right now as Gafford came hustling down to contest that at the basket. Good contest from Gafford, but Brown really just kind of missed the bunny there again. A lot of bunnies being missed tonight. Kyrie has it up top, dancing with it. Has it on the right wing, being guarded by Hauser. Behind the back. Kicks it over to P.J. Washington. Catching fires from the left wing three, and he splashes it. Wow, 32-point lead. Look, even when Boston was killing Dallas those previous games, I don't think they ever went up 30. Or did they? I think they did, right? 31? Was 31 their largest lead? Lively's checking in for Gafford here. There was a whistle being blown. Whew. House Music said, well, that's kind of my point. This doesn't look like the Boston team from the first 3 games. Absolutely. I mean, their offense is putrid. Here's the thing. A lot of people said you'll probably get a game from Boston where they just can't hit anything from the perimeter because these are games that they have had in series, right? It's how they lost one to Miami, how they lost one to Cleveland. They just couldn't hit shots, and they couldn't keep up with the other team who got hot from 3. It's kind of similar to what's happening tonight. Dallas is playing very well offensively. Boston is struggling to score. Derrick Jones Jr. out of the corner for 3. He knocks one down. It's 73-40. Cool. 33-point lead. If we go into the fourth quarter and it's still 25 plus, we going to end this one early, y'all. Brown driving it down, gets fouled by P.J. Washington. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Got 9 minutes, just under 9 minutes to go. Tatum's on the bench. Those corner threes they've tried so hard to take away, Derrick Jones Jr. gets open for a corner 3. No hesitation, fired away. Frank said Sheffield will be doing the New York Liberty games. We'll see. They're going to take a break for the Olympics, so maybe when we come back from the Olympics, maybe I'll have my new setup ready. The plan right now, Frank, is to just adjusting slightly, and then maybe we'll do the draft. Maybe we'll do the first night of the draft. I don't think we'll do the second night of the draft, the second round. But we'll probably do the first night of the draft. And then after that, I'm kind of try and record a video or 2 so I can get that prepped. And then I'm like going to work on the set. And then we're going to change the set around for season 3 because change is good. Can differentiate between seasons. It will be better. I love improving things, especially aesthetically, physically improving things. So that's the plan right now. We'll see. Boston, Brown did knock down his 2 free throws. Luka gets into the lane, knocks down a little floater. Dallas is going to call a timeout, 8:30 to go here in the third quarter. We will see where this third quarter brings us into the fourth. If Dallas maintains a huge lead like this, we're going to cut it early. But we'll see if Boston's got a little run or no. We'll see. House Music said, by the way, great channel. Appreciate you, House Music. Appreciate you. We're really chill right now. Streams are usually a little bit more high energy, usually a lot more going on for the streams, for the show. But once the Knicks were eliminated, as you can see, hat, shirt, robe, got Knicks stuff everywhere. The background, got Knicks stuff everywhere. Usually the streams are a lot more high energy. Usually got a lot more going on for myself. Usually we focus more on the game. But with this very uncompetitive finals game, we just kind of come on and chill. We're just chilling. But I love having you in here, House Music. Appreciate you, boss. Appreciate you. She said, Luka jinxed my phone. He's suspect. Ramon Garcia said, they can't rest because they must send a message to the Celtics. Yeah, true. 3GP said, anyone catch Josh Hart's comments on Halliburton's trash outfit? Yes. If you guys don't know, on Instagram, Josh Hart commented on a Halliburton post, I believe it was, or on some post. And he said, season started and ended with trash fits, referencing Halliburton's terrible outfit sense. And Halliburton clapped back by saying that after his Pacers beat Josh Hart and the Knicks, that it sent Josh Hart into being an analyst and a commentator for ESPN, which, Josh Hart was just on the ESPN broadcast for the first two games of the finals. And Josh Hart clapped back even harder by saying that the Knicks and the Pacers won the same amount of Eastern Conference games this year, which is it's just fun. It's just fun. Soon said, I agree the NBA said to extend the game. They didn't want the Celtics sweeping again. Suspect. You guys know me. I love a good conspiracy theory. I don't think the NBA is out there rigging games or telling teams to lose. I think those are very, very silly ones. It's fun to be silly. I think those are very silly conspiracy theories, though. I don't think the NBA is controlling the outcome of these games. This is not the WWE. Right? These teams go out and they play and they try to win the game. And that's it. That's it. Because that's what you get paid to do. Now, conspiracy theories I will get behind is I do think the NBA draft is rigged. And not only do I think it is rigged, I think it absolutely should be rigged. I think they should rig it more. Absolutely. Victor Wembanyama is back. What's up, Vic? Said, how about the Spurs receive Jalen Brunson and Mitchell Robinson, and the Knicks receive picks 4 and 8, Zach Collins and Devontae Graham? Jalen Brunson and Mitchell Robinson for picks 4 and 8 in what is considered one of the worst drafts in over a decade. You drive a hard bargain there, Victor Wembanyama. You drive a hard bargain there. But I'm going to have to turn you down. Derek White straight away 3 air balls it. I don't know what the Celtics offense is doing. Lively saves it from going out of bounds over to Kyrie. Kyrie back to Derek Jones Jr. is bringing it down. Hands it off to Kyrie. Kyrie dribble pull up. Right wing 3. Off. Derek Jones Jr. fighting for the rebound. Gets knocked loose. Derek White picks it up. He's bringing it down. 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. Derek White up top. Swings it over to Holiday. Holiday has it up top. Being guarded by Derek Jones Jr. Coming to his right. Hands it off to White. White coming to his left. Back to Holiday. Gets an open 3. Miscommunication from Dallas there. A lot of switching, a lot of screening between the two guards. Holiday ended up with a wide open 3. Just missed it. Came up short. And then fight for the rebound. It's off of Boston, so ball going back to Dallas. Appreciate you, Victor Wembanyama. Appreciate you. I love having people in here who are not specifically Knicks fans. I love talking to y'all. You give me different perspective on things. Because I obviously, as a person who's focusing mainly on the Knicks throughout the season, it's hard for me to keep up with other teams. And you guys who mainly keep up with your teams, like Vic keeping up with the Spurs, we got Big Rud keeping up with the Bulls. You can provide some inside information. And Dallas just beating up. Out of the time run way too far. 7:28 to go here in the third. Luka missed a shot, but Lively right there with another offensive rebound. And Dallas just absolutely destroying Boston on the glass. It is a 33-point lead for Dallas. Lively going to the foul line for 2 free throws as he was fouled on the putback attempt. What is the rebounding margin right now? Because I feel like Dallas, they have like a million offensive rebounds. Lively has been phenomenal. Three GP said if Boston pulls their starters in the fourth, the conspiracy is real. I mean, if you're down 30 going into the fourth quarter and you have a 3-0 lead, I'd probably pull my starters too. I'd just be like, listen, y'all were trash tonight. Y'all got to go look yourselves in the mirror and end this 1-5. Because we're not coming back here to Dallas. That's what we're not going to do. Lively splits a pair of free throws. What is the rebounding margin? Boston has a total of 16 rebounds, and Dallas has a total of 33. They have more than doubled their rebounds. And it definitely feels like it. Holiday bullies his way into the paint and knocks down a layup with the left hand over Kleber. 76-44. 32-point lead for Dallas. Like I said, if it is 25 plus going into the fourth, we're going to have to call it a night, y'all. Luka has it up top, being guarded by Hauser. Stops, turns, half spins, fades away off the one leg. Can't get it to go. Long rebound. Kyrie chases it down. Little mid-range push shot. Hit the front of the rim, but gets a nice friendly roll. Gets it to go down. Brown dancing with it, coming to his right. Stops, kicks it over to Derek White out of the corner for 3. Splashes it, nothing but net. See if Boston can rally a little bit, starting to knock down some perimeter shots. We know how hot they can get. Luka driving it down, can't get the layup to go over Hauser. A lot of missed layups in this finals. Holiday attacking, stopping, turning, spinning. Tried to kick it in the corner to Derek White, knocked out of bounds by Derek Jones Jr. It will remain with Boston. 6 minutes to go, halfway through the quarter here, and it's still a 31-point lead for Dallas. Boston not doing a whole lot of chipping away at the lead as Tatum checks back in, along with, is that Horford? Along with Horford, who's been in, Brown who's been in, White who's been in, Holiday who's been in. Tatum checks in for Hauser, trying to maybe go for like one final big push halfway through this third quarter as Derek White takes a tumble. Got tripped up. Hard fall, but he seems all right. He's back up. 6:07 to go. Victor Wembanyama said, I honestly believe the rumors about the Spurs trading to number 1 is 90% true, but we probably cannot give up 4 and 8, one or other plus a player. You can't? You cannot give up 4 and 8? Why not? I would in this draft, there's not a whole lot of difference, right? If they're eyeing somebody with the number 1 pick, sure, go ahead, trade up, get your guy. I'm a big proponent of trade up and go get your guy. As Luka knocks the ball away from Holiday, hit ahead to Kleber. Kleber attacking Horford, gets to the basket, can't knock down the layup. Tatum snatches the rebound, he's pushing the other way. It is a 3-on-2. Gets it out to Holiday. Lively does a good job getting back. Celtics forced to kick it out and swing it around. Brown up top, and he turns it over again. Kleber got his hands on it. Kleber actually doing a good job tonight. And then off of Holiday, he did a good job getting back and knocking the ball loose from Josh Green on the fast break. Victor Wembanyama, like I was saying, I'm a big fan and big proponent of if you eye a guy in the draft, go up and trade for him, right? Dallas did that for Luka. They said, hey, we think Luka's the number 1 pick, and we don't know why y'all are not taking him. Hey, Atlanta, let's make a trade. Let's make sure we get our guy, right? And they gave up some assets. And guess what? They have not looked back since because Luka's really that guy. Kyrie got into the lane, knocked down a layup, by the way. Back to a 33-point lead for Dallas with 5 minutes to go, I believe. Exactly, we have 5:30 to go. All right. Okay. 3GP said managers need to bring out an enforcer and bomb rush Jaylen Brown, a la Embiid, and we have a series. Maybe. Or maybe Boston is still capable of winning it without Brown and Porzingis because they're just that much better than Dallas, and I just don't fully trust Dallas. Maybe that. Maybe I feel that way. 3GP. 51 minutes. I said, my career is 40. Celtics only have 44 in finals. And or your career high is 40. Celtics only have 44 in the finals. Am I better than the Celtics? It's your world. We're just living in it, Wemby. It's your world, buddy. Victor Women said, because we need a PG, but also a defensive wing, addressing two needs instead of one is the smartest way to go. Unless you're not sure that there's a PG prospect that you like, or that there's a big man, or there's a wing prospect that you like. You know, if there's only one, and you're like, they're going to go number one, then you trade up for that guy, right? Getting a guy who you feel like is a surefire pick, it's all a little bit of a crapshoot. It could all work out or not work out, and it could be for reasons that are not anybody's fault, like injury. But if you like the guy at one way more than you like the guys that will be available at 4 and 8, then go get the guy at one. You could address those issues in free agency, in trades, or next year's draft, which will be much stronger. Or trade back later on, because this is a draft where I don't think a lot of teams want to draft guys in this draft. I think a lot of teams will be trading out of the draft, I think, or trading back into the draft. And so if you're the Spurs and you can trade up to one, maybe you can trade a future or a couple of future picks, so you can trade back into the draft if there's another guy you like a wing. If we trade for one, it's for Zachary Rizachet. I'm not the biggest fan of Zachary Rizachet, and I don't think they would have to trade up to one to get him. I think he would be available 4, and I think he will be available at 8, if I'm being honest. I think if they trade up for 1, it might be for Topic, or who else can go 1? Topic, or I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know who can go 1 in this draft. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Soon said the coach for the Celtics is not calling any timeout suspect. That's Joe Mazzulla. Joe Mazzulla does not call timeouts. He does not believe in calling timeouts to quell momentum. Rarely does it. One of his biggest flaws last year, one of the things that people absolutely got on him about as a first-year head coach, that he had no feel for when to call timeouts. Luka guarding Holiday here, and Holiday gets to the paint and loses it out of bounds. Holiday's done a lot of that tonight, just losing it out of bounds. 5 minutes to go, a little over 5 minutes to go here in the third. Green has it on the right wing. Gets it up top to Kleber. Hands it off to Luka. Luka comes to his right. Horford forced to switch on to Luka. Luka's going to pull it all the way back out to the half-court line. Now he's going to come, full head of steam, kicks it in the corner to Green, catches, driving to his left, going all the way to the basket, gets blocked by Holiday. You could see that coming a mile away. You could see that coming a mile away from Drew Holiday. Brown attacking on the other end, kicks it out to Holiday. Holiday splitting a pair of defenders, gets into the paint, flips it up and in with the left hand. And it is a 31-point deficit for Boston. Can they cut into it any more before the end of the third quarter? We said 25 is our number. Kyrie gets to the basket, lays it up in it. It don't look like it because their defense is not good enough tonight. Excuse me. Holiday out of the corner for 3. Holiday's trying to make something happen. Knocks down the 3 there, knocked down the floater before. Cuts it down to 30. Big 3 for Holiday. But low-key starting to build momentum for them. I'm slipping all over my words. It's too late. It is too late. It is 10:30 for me. It is bedtime. It is past bedtime. I'm usually in bed by 9:30, 10 o'clock. Kyrie gets down the lane, puts up a little jumper over Tatum, gets it to go. Under 4 minutes to go. Holiday bringing it down. Holiday building some momentum here, looking to attack Luka. Hands it off to Brown. Brown coming to his left, gets past Luka. Kicks it in the corner. Derek White wide open for a three out of the corner. Can't get it to go. Luka with the rebound. He's pushing the pace. Holiday backpedaling. Luka leans in, kicks it in the corner to Cleaver. Extra pass to Green. Green catches, driving to his right, leaves it off to Lively. Lively goes up and he throws it down strong with two hands. And Dallas's offense is just humming and cooking. So we going to call it at the end of this third quarter here as Holiday loses it again. Here comes Luka bringing it down. It's a 4-on-3. Luka cross court. Kyrie over to Lively. He goes up strong with two hands. That's going to be it, y'all. That's going to be it. We're going to call it there. It is a 36-point lead. 3:18 to go here in the third. We going to call it right there. I'm calling it. I'm throwing in the white towel. That's it. I'm throwing in the white towel for Boston. Go ahead, Joe Mazzulla. Go ahead, get them boys out of that game. This one is over. What a sequence there for Dallas. Nice to see. It's also nice to see Boston only at 52 points here. So I'm going to call it a night, y'all. I'm going to call it a night. Any last minute remarks from anybody? We got the floor open. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the stream. Susan, Vic Wembanyama came in. Marilyn Tinsley came in. 3GP. Astra Cat, a.k.a. Mark. Appreciate you. Frank was here. Appreciate you, Frank. House Music. My guy House Music. Appreciate you. Ramon Garcia. Kiana Bryan. Everybody. Namar. Appreciate you guys. I really, really do. These are very chill streams. They're not our usual streams. I get a lot of people who we have in streams before don't come to these streams because it doesn't have anything to do with the Knicks, and I get it. But I like just coming on and hanging out with you guys. Appreciate everybody who came out, and it looks like we're gonna have at least one more. We're gonna have a game 5, so I'll see when is game 5 before we go. This 33-point beatdown. Game 5 is going to be on Monday. Monday, 8:30 is the usual start time. So I'll see you guys on Monday. Whew. Namara said the Celtics need to win Game 5. I want the NBA Finals to end. Yeah. And Joe Mazzulla has emptied his bench. We got Payne Pritchard, Sam Hauser, O'Shea Brissett, Luke Cornett, and Svi Mikhailuk. Hold on. We got Payne Pritchard, white guy. I'm not even going there, but we got Payne Pritchard, white guy. We got Luke Cornett, white guy. We got Sam Hauser, white guy. And we got Svi Mikhailuk, white guy. Shout out O'Shea Brissett, man. Shout out O'Shea. But that's going to be the end of it. So I'll see you guys on Monday. Good night, everybody. Appreciate you guys, like I said. And I'll see you then. I'm out. Good night. Bye.